Greetings, lords and ladies. From now on, I want to use a surf vlog to highlight at least one local surfer a month who has impacted the local surf scene. I'm calling it the Local Legend feature. But first, we got to do a little history. This is Justin and Karen Buxton. Justin and Karen are both avid surfers, definitely in the Bay County Surfer Power Rankings if such a thing were to exist. In June, Justin and Karen celebrated 13 years of Finn's Island-style Grub. Starting as a food truck in Mr. Surf's parking lot, Finn's has grown to 2 locations with 2 barista bars on the beach and in town. My wife Mel and daughter Satya work in the Finn's Barista Bar in Mr. Surf's on the beach. My son Rohan even lends a helping hand every now and then. Justin and Karen had some TVs they wanted to use to post menus and product shots, so I started taking photos of the food and drink offerings and made some video loops for menu screens. And on the big TV, we started experimenting with a loop of local surf, skate, skim, and nature footage. Justin and Karen were good enough to pay for this venture, and with their help, I've been able to preserve a few more surf memories than normal. Over time, I found myself taking more and more photos and getting more and more requests from surfers to see these photos. So now at Finn's Barista Bar, surfers will have the chance to buy these photos and help Finn's, Mr. Surf's, and the Sue's family under our brand, Local Legend, keep taking these pictures. So if you see some shots you like, come on down to Finn's Barista Bar on Thomas Drive and help preserve the documenting of local Bay County surf history. So in this episode of the Surf Vlog, it only makes sense that we start our Local Legend feature with Justin and Karen Buxton. Here are some highlights from that interview.
Isn't it funny how your mind goes blank when you
Well, keep that in your mind.
Okay.
I mean, you may do mine. Do one. So for me, it's probably pretty soon after meeting Karen, we took a trip to Costa Rica, and we were there for a month, and just that whole trip with there wasn't a lot of waves. We surfed a lot, but there wasn't any great waves. But the whole trip, just getting to know each other. And a lot of the experiences and the memories we made and near-death experiences were just epic. So after that trip, I knew I had to keep her. I have to say, locally, Hurricane Wilma, I was so tired. I went home, took a nap, not sure, not really, I wanted to come back, but I was so tired. I took a nap, I woke up, I went outside, the sun was kind of setting, it was beautiful. I was like, I'm going back to the beach. So I walk over the walkway and I see an A-frame out the back. I think everyone was drained because there was only about 4 guys out. And I see someone come shooting out of a spitting barrel, and I was out there. It's like I had a burst of energy. I get out. It's the Lopez brothers. It's Peter Medina. It's all these pros. And so these guys are doing it. I'm like, I can do it. And so I'm on a little 5-6 fish. I drop in behind the peak going left. The sun is setting, and all I can see is this orange glow coming through the wave, and I feel this amazing burst of air blow past me. I come out the wave, and Corey Lopez is hooting and hollering. I was like, oh my gosh. And after that, I had super energy, and we just surfed. We just traded waves till dark. It was unreal.
Was that outside of the state park?
It was outside the state park. It was when it was kind of doing a weird wedge off the second sandbar. It was some of the best waves I've seen here. As far as just the A-frame, like a wedge, it was nuts.
You got a hoop from Corey.
Yeah.
That's the story.
I can think of one, same trip this past July when we went to Hatteras. So I think Justin went out fishing, trout fishing, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go catch a wave. So I went down to Frisco Bathhouse, and no one was out, but there's this perfect little right breaking off the sandbar out there. So I went out there all by myself and caught one wave, didn't really do much on it, and then caught my second one that took me all the way into the beach. I mean, I was pumping down the line, going up, doing a little floater, coming down, and I went all the way in. I was like, okay, I'm done. And as I'm walking back up, this guy is like, where are you from? I said, I'm from Florida. He's like, that wave was sick. He's killed it, the whole thing. I was like, well, thank you. And anyways, that was pretty rad, talking to this guy up there, and he's asking me if I want to be sponsored and all this stuff, and I'm like, it's okay. But that was pretty rad, that wave, because I haven't really caught much this year, so most memorable was up there. I'm going to say for me, hands down, is playgrounds in Nicaragua. I love that wave.
All right. Well, mine's what Jared Gorman and Rhett Graham just took. Their 5-week strike mission to Indonesia with a 10-day boat trip, surfing Lance's right, Lance's left, macaronis, just Uluwatu, Padang, all those. I mean, I really wanted to go on that trip, and so that's for Karen and I would love to do. Australia/Indonesia trip would just be amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to say ditto the same again, because that would be just ideal.
I'm just trying to get up. I'm trying to stand up. I'm just trying to stand up and not fall down.
I'm always trying to figure out how to get into the barrel because I just don't know quite how to do it. So I guess that's something that I've always worked on or trying to work on is like actual barrel riding. So, yeah.
I think some of the best barrels I've ever seen you in, you didn't even know you were in them.
Yes.
I was like, you just got shacked. She's like, really?
Yeah. Well, we're close. Well, I think surfing in general for like me, if I hadn't have met Justin, I don't think I'd be a surfer like I am now. So just like that connection that we have, being able to surf together, it's like unreal. So I think just appreciation of the sport. It's amazing. It's not just really a solo sport. I mean, you can actually learn a lot from the people that are in the water around you. So I learned a lot from Justin, and I've learned a lot from all the local surfers ever since I've moved here to Panama City. So I think just overall, just the sport of it is really awesome. It's grown so much too, worldwide. So I'm glad that we have that connection for sure.
To hear the rest of the Local Legend feature featuring Justin and Karen, check out the new Local Legend TV YouTube channel. So thanks again to Justin and Karen being the first people to believe in the idea behind Local Legend. More to come. In personal surf news, I still seem to be making no headway on the posture and form front. Here's a little clip Tate got of me on our last Swell of Consequence. Also got a little bit of footage of the pretty water on the west side of the city pier that you can see on the Local Legend TV and Finn's Barista Bar. And Roman Shirley got this random pic of me on a tiny day at the park. A microwave broke over the GoPro as he was snapping the pic. Kind of fun timing. Roman is kind of a big deal on Instagram. He just got 2,000 likes for this video, so you'll be hearing more from Roman on the Local Legend feature front in future. In skating, I got the chance to skate with Clint Deaton at Santa Rosa. First time I've seen Clint skate in real life was a real privilege. As I mentioned in the family vlog, I got some footage on International Skate Day at the downtown park. It's just always nice to see good skating, surfing, and skimming up close in real life at home. The other day, me and Tate tried to shake the dust off our feet at Ernie's park. I had a nice fall and an unintended disaster, resulting in a slide across hot skate light, which turned my lower palm into a blister factory. But I'm getting a bit better on the backside 50-50s, and Tate got his backside rock redialed. Later in the day, I returned with Rohan and his friends Luke and Charlie. I showed Luke how to drop in from Axel on the coping free quarter backside.
Oh man, that was scary. You did it right, that was good.
And seeing him conquer that hurdle helped me drop in from frontside axle for the first 2 times ever, I think. Granted, no coping.
Enhance.
Okay, back to the drawing board. Haven't done much skimming, but I do have the itch again, and I'll try to do a better job of getting video footage. Here's a little from the latest session. Still can't quite get that backside 180 air all the way, but check out this spray. Don't pay any attention to the fact that I fell, it doesn't matter. Until next time, keep it consistent, even if the surf, weather, or skim isn't. Godspeed.